We are back with a little bit more magic for you. Welcome back, Nerd Squad. While we have talked about some of the most powerful witches around in Marvel, there are so many amazing ones that you know we couldn't just leave it at a part 1. So we are back to help fill some gaps with the part 2 to our top 10 most powerful witches in Marvel list. Get ready for even more magical energy coming your way, and let's get counting. Number 10. Salem 7. The Salem 7 is a group of magic users and magical children who are the direct offspring of Nicholas Scratch, Agatha Harkness's son. Although they aren't children while they're on the team. They were children once though. Weren't we all? They were each fathered by different mothers, and the Ultimate Universe version of them has the added ability of being able to join together in one form and become the Dragon of Seven. In that universe and that form, they end up fighting against the Fantastic Four despite initially appearing to be a superhero team themselves in that incarnation. The Salem 7 in the 616 universe, however, were a team assembled by their father and used to get revenge on his own mother, Agatha, and their grandmother for leaving the magical community of New Salem, and for her giving up their magical secrets to the Fantastic Four, a crime Nicholas Scratch falsely accused his mother of. On Earth 616, the team is made up of the members of Bruticus, Hydron, Gazelle, Reptilla, Thorn, Vertigo, and Vacuum, a combination of Nicholas's sons and his daughters. Number 9. Elsa Bloodstone. Elsa isn't exactly a witch, but she's definitely witch adjacent, as a good amount of her power is magical in nature, coming from the blood gem she possesses, and is often shown wearing in her bloodstone choker. Aside from that, Elsa will also sometimes carry and wield magical artifacts and books as weapons, in addition to her standard fare of very large guns, which is what you'll usually see her fighting with. Her blood gem gives her magical abilities to heal, cure vampirism, and even allows her to fire magical energy blasts from her hands at times. Number 8. Calypso. Calypso was Kraven's voodoo priestess ally who would often help to fuel his hatred for Spider-Man. A Spider-Man villain herself, she also almost succeeded in killing Spider-Man once while teamed up with another famous Spider-Man villain, the Lizard. Obsessed with power, Calypso also ruthlessly sacrificed her younger sister to get more of it. Her other aliases that she was sometimes referred to as in the comics are the Witch and Hunter of Souls, revealing just how dangerous and magical she is. Calypso made only a few appearances before she appeared to meet her grisly end in the late 90s. Her power usually came from her knowledge of voodoo practices, which allowed her to create potent charms and potions that she could use to bewitch others, and even resurrect the dead. And friends, before we move on to this next spot, just a quick reminder to give this video a thumbs up if you are enjoying it. It really does help us out here at the channel. Number 7. Pixie. Megan Gwyn is the mutant known as Pixie. Pixie has innate magical abilities, but also possesses a certain amount of dark magical ability as well. Megan received the dark magic within her after magic in her Dark Child persona attempted to use Pixie's soul, one of the most innocent and pure of her victims at the time, to create a new soul sword. The process, fortunately, was interrupted before it could be completed, instead granting Pixie her own magical soul dagger and leaving a bit of black magic within her in place of the part of her soul that was displaced and used to create that dagger in the process. Pixie has received some tutelage in the mystical arts from Amanda Sefton and Doctor Strange, and was even at one point considered as a potential candidate for the role of Sorcerer Supreme. True story. Number 6. Talisman. Elizabeth II Youngman is the daughter of Dr. Michael II Youngman, aka the hero and mystical healer Shaman, known for his affiliation with Alpha Flight. In time, Elizabeth herself would also join the Alpha Flight team alongside her father. Prior to that, however, for many years Elizabeth was actually estranged from her father, following the death of her mother, which she blamed him for. Being a doctor, Michael had tried desperately to save his wife's life, but ultimately he failed. He also would carry the guilt of her death, blaming himself besides. Liz wields the Talisman of Power, which grants her many mystical abilities, though even without the talisman, she can still manipulate magical energy that is directed at her. With the talisman, Elizabeth can cast all manner of spells, having access to the wealth of Earth's vast mystical energies, and being able to tap directly into that energy to use it as her own source for casting. Number 5. Clea. Clea is known for being the student and lover of Doctor Strange. She is the daughter of the Strange villain Umar and the niece of powerful villain Dormammu. Although she appears human, she herself is related to the Faltine race, beings of pure magical energy, and the Muruks. I don't know how to say that. Muruks? Two U's. How do you say two U's together? And the Maruks, extra-dimensional beings gifted in magic who hail from the Dark Dimension. Clea is the Sorceress Supreme of the Dark Dimension, which tells you just the level of magic we are talking about when it comes to her abilities. It's believed that she is at the same level as Doctor Strange when it comes to what she's capable of. We've seen her cast magical bolts of lightning, teleport, control other people's minds, create powerful and realistic illusions, summon objects, and exhibit telekinetic powers. Number 4. Satana. Satana is the sister of Damon Hellstrom and daughter of Satan, or so the rumor goes. Of course, we don't really know for sure if her and Damon's father is the true devil, as a lot of powerful demonic beings in the Marvel Universe have made such claims before. Even as a little girl, Satana was drawn to the arcane arts. She was caught performing a black magic ritual with her father at a young age, and it was this revelation as to her husband's true identity and form that drove Satana's mother insane, because she kind of stumbled upon them doing that ritual and then she was like, oh dear. Satana is a succubus and as such possesses great magical abilities and beauty, but beyond that she also seems to demonstrate some knowledge of magic, which allows her to cast spells, summon creatures, and manipulate the mind and will of others. In a fight against the powerful magic user Dr. Doom even, she proved to be a formidable foe. Number 3. Cecilia Gallio. Cecilia Gallio has the added bonus of years of experience when it comes to her own knowledge in the dark arts. During ancient times, she was revered by other powerful magic users and even caused a sense of trepidation among them for what she might do or be capable of. The only thing with Celine is that she has so many mutant abilities and is considered so powerful in that realm as well. It's kind of hard to tell which feats are owed to her magical abilities and which are accomplished through her use of her mutant powers. Regardless, her being a member of the mutant external group, not to be confused with Eternals, that's a different thing, means that she also has added power, causing her to be a powerful psychic vampire capable of draining life from even the most powerful of foes, a powerful telekinetic and telepath, and making her virtually immortal in most cases. At the same time that Pixie was considered as a potential candidate for Sorcerer Supreme, so was Selene. Number 2. Carnilla. Among Asgardians, and definitely among Nornheim Asgardians, Carnilla is one of the most powerful magic users around. Her power is only said to be surpassed by Odin himself. Carnilla's age and origins are a mystery. That is just how old she's believed to be. We don't know how long she lived in the Asgardian province of Nornheim, only that it seems as though she had been there forever. More recently in the comics, Carnilla took up the title of Queen of Hell when she married Hela, adding that to her long list of titles, which has also included Mistress of Magic, Queen of Enchantment, Enchantress Supreme, and Queen of Norns. Not only does she have extensive knowledge of spells and the arcane, but she also has innate magical ability, which allows her to manipulate magical energy on another level in comparison to others. Number 1. Opal Luna Saturnine. Don't let her similar appearance to Emma Frost in the Ten of Swords event fool you. Saturnine is a powerhouse all of her own, completely separate from the White Queen. Instead, Saturnine's aliases and titles include the Most Majestic Omniversal Magistrix, Her Royal Highness, and the White Witch. Recently, Opal Luna Saturnine was the one to preside over the Otherworld tournament, pitting the mutants of Krakoa against the mutants of Araco, in a battle that would determine who should win the rights to the mutant nation of Earth, with both mutant groups having a solid claim to Krakoa. Saturnine possesses immense power in her role as Omniversal Guardian, granting her ability to warp and shape reality at her will, as demonstrated throughout the Ten of Swords event. She is mortal, but is so skilled in manipulation that she could twist your perspective to the point that you would no longer see the point in attempting to kill her. We saw that happen with Wolverine, and it was pretty scary. What are some of your favorite witches? Who do you think is the most powerful magic user in the Marvelverse? Who is the most powerful witch? Let us know in the comments below. Honestly, there are still so many more powerful witches we could talk about in the world of Marvel, so if you love this series or you just want more marvelous magic user lists, let us know by giving this video a thumbs up and asking for more magic in those comments. Now let's head to the comments and check out some of your thoughts on our part 1 for our top 10 most powerful witches of Marvel list. Carmel Apples comments, I'd love to see an Enchantress in the MCU. A magical Asgardian would be a tough antagonist. Yeah, I can't agree more with you. I also just feel like watching Enchantress take on any other magic user, like Enchantress versus Scarlet Witch, could be like a super cool fight for us to see. Or Enchantress versus Doctor Strange, that'd be cool too. Diamond Heart comments, "You have no idea how much my soul appreciates you letting people know that witches isn't a female specific term. While I am happy that I could make your soul and your heart so full, witches is not a female specific term, neither is like sorcerer, so there's a lot of terms that are not really gender specific terms out there that people don't know about, but they should. You know, guys can be witches too." And that's all the time we have for comments today. Be sure to comment below for a chance to have your thoughts and feels responded to in a future video.